Hello there, and welcome to my lifestyle channel. I'm Reina Creole, and of course, this is La Vida, the Reina Creole. And this is actually number 3 entry in my vlog series. It's coming to you late because unfortunately, my internet got knocked out last weekend, which put me behind because the weekends is when I do my lifestyle video vlog. So I apologize for this vlog coming to you late, but I'm hoping to make up with it for the slew of information that I have packed into this one. But before I get started, please do your girl a favor. Please do hit that subscribe button, and when you do, please do hit that notification bell so that when your girl goes live with new content, guess what? You're the first to know. First to know and check out the goodness that I have for you regarding this Florida lifestyle of mine. So with that said, let's get started with my vlog entry vlog entry number 3. Pretty much how to survive the DMV, actually, aka the tax collector's office. So let's get started. Now, in most states in the union, when you need to get another driver's license because you just moved to that state, or you need to get new tags and whatnot, you usually go to the DMV, right? Department of Motor Vehicles. Well, in Florida, it's a little different. If you're searching for the Florida DMV and you see the tax collector's office come up and you wonder if that's right, yep, it's actually right. It is called the tax collector's office. Now, when I used to live here, when I was in college, I don't remember it being called the tax collector's office at all. I could have sworn it was the DMV or the motor vehicles or something like that. But either way, they have changed it, and now it's the tax collector's office. So remember, in Florida, the DMV equals tax collector's office. Now, there are lots of videos out there about what to expect if you're coming in from out of state to become a Florida resident and getting a Florida resident, driver's license and license plate and tags and titles and all that. But mine is a little different. Mine, I am focused on getting you prepped enough so that the process goes as quickly and smoothly as possible. And the best way to do this is to be prepared for all stages of the process. So I'm going to try to front load you with enough information and lessons learned from me fumbling through the process so that it goes much more smoothly for you. Okay, so prep step 1. How quickly do you want or need to become a Florida resident? That's the most important question. Are you a snowbird that's only down here for part of the year? Are you just temporarily, let's say, working on assignment in the state of Florida? Or did you just pull up house, move everything down here, and enrolling your kids in school, and you don't plan to go back to your home state anytime soon? All of those things are going to factor into your decision. I won't say decision, a factor into your necessity to become a Florida resident, and that's going to affect you having to go to the tax collector's office. So as you see up here, what I have popped up here on the screen is the screenshot from the Florida Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles website. I know it's a mouthful. So there's a link to new resident, and you'll actually see that link that I have popped up on the screen. You may be considered a resident of Florida when you, 1, have started employment or engaged in a trade, profession, or occupation in this state. In other words, you've started working here, to sum it up in a nutshell. Have enrolled your children in the public schools of this state. So if your child is enrolled, let's say, Orange County School District schools, you may be considered a resident of Florida. Notice that they don't say anything about private or parochial schools. So to get the answer to that, I would say would be to contact the tax collector directly in the county which you plan to move to. Or if you don't know which county, doesn't matter, just pick one. Just pick one, email the contact email and get a reply back. And if you do, let me know in the comments what they said to you. 3, have registered to vote in this state. So if you have completed the paperwork, signed it, stamped it, whatever, and now you're officially eligible to vote in the state of Florida, you may be considered a Florida resident. Have filed for homestead tax exemption on property in this state. If you filed it, you may be considered a Florida resident. Have lived in this state for a period of more than 6 consecutive months. You may be considered a Florida resident. Now you notice I've been saying this word may. It isn't definite, it's may. So the decision basically is being made by the state of Florida, not you, when you go to get your license and tags and all of that. But the most important thing, and I'm going to pop this here up on the screen, what it says. As a new Florida resident, you must obtain a valid Florida driver's license within 30 days of establishing residency to drive on Florida roads. In addition, you must also obtain insurance from a Florida insurance agent that is licensed to sell insurance in Florida in order to title and register your vehicles, vessels, motorhomes within 10 days of establishing residency. So in other words, you have less time to get your vehicles insured in the state of Florida than you do to get the driver's license in the state of Florida. I know, to me it sounded a little weird, but that's kind of how it goes, and I'll give you my example in a little while. But for me personally, I'm a remote IT worker. My state of domicile is no longer going to be in the state of Pennsylvania. It was going to be now it is, in the state of Florida. So I am working in the state of Florida. So basically, I'm engaged in employment physically in the state of Florida right now. So granted, it could have been a thing of, okay, I'm staying here, temporarily. Like say, if I rented a rental house for a couple of months just to work down here and I'm going back to my home state, no, I'm not a Florida resident. However, since I plan to be here for the foreseeable future, pretty likely I'm considered to be a Florida resident with that. Okay, so prep step 2. And this is, I gotta say, the most important step. So a lot of information I'm gonna give you. These are things that you need to have before you show up to the DMV. And I'm going by my own part of my own experience, adding it to it, but this is basically it. 1, you need proof of your identity. That is either, well, for me, it was my Pennsylvania driver's license. Also, you need identity like your birth certificate, naturalization certificate, things like that. You need proof of Social Security. Bring your Social Security card. You need proof of ownership, whether that be the title for you owning your car or vehicle or boat, whatever, outright, or you have a lien on your vehicle. Basically, if you have car payments, you have a lien holder, which pretty much means the bank that holds the loan for your vehicle. You need proof of residency in the state of Florida. Now, for that means if you have, your deed, you have a lease that you signed to rent an apartment, you have utility bills set up, you have mail that's already started to be delivered to your address. You need to have something that has your Florida address on it, because they are not going to issue you a Florida driver's license if you don't have proof that you live here in some capacity. Okay. Very important. proof of vehicle insurance in the state of Florida. You have to have that. Now, you may say, all right, well, I live in Ohio. I'm moving to Florida. How the heck can I get insurance before I leave the state? Glad you asked that. Okay. All I did was I contacted my insurance agent. I'm one of those people where I have national insurance. You joke, but it's funny. But yes, I've had my parents' insurance company since I was 16, which gives me certain perks after being with them for so long. That perk being, I get on the phone, I call my PA agent, I say, guess what? I'm moving to Florida. I need to find an agent in the state of Florida licensed to sell auto insurance in the state of Florida. And this is the date that I'm going to be here. Guess what? They connect me with an agent in the state of Florida. I call that agent, I talk to that agent, they get it set up to have my auto insurance in the state of Florida. Florida insurance set up for the day my vehicle rolls into the state. So basically I had Florida insurance start at one date and I had my Pennsylvania insurance expire, I believe, at the end of the month, basically when I was no longer going to be in the state of former residency. So yes, that can be done. You need to have that proof of Florida insurance. Some people just pretty much roll with their own insurance until they get into the state. But remember, you got 10 days. So if you don't get that set up before you go, which I highly suggest that you do, to have one less thing to have to worry about, and you get to roll into the state with your insurance cards, by the time you get into the state of Florida, you set foot in the state of Florida, the next day your job is getting Florida insurance on your vehicles. Another thing, consideration, especially if you wear glasses and are required to wear glasses or contacts when you drive. If you haven't had an eye exam recently, please make sure you go and get one so you have your most current prescription, because at the Florida tax collector's office, they are going to administer you a vision test. You don't have to take the written test. At least I didn't have to take the written test. I had a valid out-of-state driver's license. You will have to take a vision test. Now, your girl, I completely forgot about that. I didn't have my prescription glasses. I had my prescription sunglasses, which means I was failing the eye exam because didn't think that I could wear my sunglasses, my prescription sunglasses. Put those on, pass the vision test, no problem. So if you're in a situation like me and you forgot your prescription regular glasses, but you have prescription sunglasses, yes, that will work. So definitely make sure that your eye prescription is on point, because if you fail the eye exam, guess what? No driver's license for you. It's gonna kind of be a waste of time and you're gonna have to come back, and you don't wanna have to come back. Can't believe I almost forgot this. You need to bring proof of registration of your vehicle from your home state. Not only proof of registration, in addition, I would say bring 2 years of proof of registration for your vehicle. Proof of 2 years, and if you've purchased your vehicle recently, I would say, yeah, just to cover it. If you've purchased your vehicle within the past 2 years, bring the receipt of purchase. Here's why. Okay. I go to the tax collector's office. I say, here's my recent registration for my vehicle. They asked me, is the vehicle new? I said, no, it's not. I've had it for several years. Oh, well, we need proof that you bought that car in another state, because if you didn't, we are going to have to charge you taxes on the price of the vehicle. Yes, I was told that at the tax collector's office. So thankfully, all of my registrations I have in my email electronically. So I went back, pulled up the previous year's registration that proved that my car had been registered with my state of origin for 2 years, and I had not purchased that vehicle within the past year. So from what I understand, they tell me at the tax collector's office that if you have bought a vehicle and you have not had it for more than 6 months in your home state, state of Florida will charge you taxes on it. Don't bring one, bring 2 years worth of your vehicle registration from your home state and proof of purchase of your vehicle. If you've purchased it within the past 2 years of you trying to get your new driver's license and, tags and all that in the state of Florida. And it kind of goes without saying, but yes, you need to bring your driver's license from the state that you're moving from. You need to bring that as well. For those of you who do not need a driver's license, but you need a state ID, just make sure you bring proof of identity and proof of residence in the state of Florida, and also bring your proof of Social Security. So that's pretty much all you need to just get a Florida ID. All right, so prep step number 3. Okay, you are going to make an appointment for the tax collector's office. All right, so what I did was you go online, find the tax collector's office closest to where you will be or are living in Florida. Very easy. Google search, DuckDuckGo search. You can find where the nearest tax collector office in Florida is to you. Once you find that, you are going to sign up for an appointment date or time, okay? They only accept appointments for driver's licenses and tags and registration, strictly by appointment. That's what they take. So you need to do that. And trust me, getting an appointment is going to save a lot of your sanity. So you make that appointment, sign up for the text and everything, because the text alerts will confirm your appointment. It'll keep reminding you of your confirmed appointment. If you need to cancel, all you do is text C and it'll automatically cancel your appointment. You'll even get an alert that lets you know it's close to your appointment time. So it's very timely. So definitely pay attention to those texts that come through when you make your appointment with your local tax collector's office. Pay attention to that. All right, so the day has arrived of your appointment at your tax collector's office. Now, you need to bring everybody who's getting a Florida driver's license. You need to bring them with you. Granted, it was just me, single person, so I just brought myself and my vehicle. Okay, so whoever needs a driver's license in your party, I believe you can bring them all together, so you don't have to repeat things. But like I said, for myself, I just brought myself and my vehicle. If you were just getting a Florida ID card, you just need to freaking bring yourself and your identification and all that other stuff that I mentioned earlier. Proof of residency, proof of identity, and proof of Social Security. That's all you need. So you're bringing your vehicle, bring your vehicle, drive your vehicle, and yourself to the tax collector's office that you have an appointment for. Make sure you park your car in one of the VIN verification parking spots. Those are closest to the front. It's okay to park there, because eventually during your appointment, the tax collector employee, I think they're called assessors, they're going to have to come out and physically inspect your vehicle and physically verify that the VIN number that you gave them is the VIN number that's on your vehicle. So park in one of those spots, or park as close as possible to the building, because there's only so far that they can go outside the building, because the cameras need to capture where they are. If it's too far out, you're probably gonna have to go get your car and bring it up further. So just to save you a couple steps there. Now you should get a text basically telling you to go have a seat in the waiting room. This part's a little fuzzy for me, but I think I basically walked in, had a seat. A tax collector employee came out on regular intervals asking if anyone had an appointment. Someone came out actually a little bit earlier than my appointment was. I said, yes, I did. They saw the appointment that I had, verified my phone number with the text that I got on my phone. They just went and brought me back there to get started. So that was nice and seamless there. I would say make sure when you're at the tax collector's office, all of the information that you need is in a nice folder. So you can access it very, very quickly. In addition, backing that up with digital copies that are on your phone. Those are going to be very helpful in case you run into any additional issues. And I can't believe I didn't say this before. If you have a lien holder on your vehicle, okay, make sure you have the lien holder's information with you. Bring one of your statements for paying it that has your account number, lien holder's address, all of that. Even better, and I apologize for not including this a bit earlier, even better, before you leave your home state, call your lien holder and say, guess what, I'm moving to the state of Florida. I need you to transfer the title. They're probably going to tell you, if they're like my bank was, they'll tell you who you need to contact, their fax number, and any other information that they require. This should not be something new for them. If it is, and they can't help you out, just bring all your information about your lien and your lien holder's information with you to the appointment. The tax assessors will know what to do. Okay, so you are given the option of getting a regular bog standard Florida license plate, or you can get what's known as specialty plates. So those specialty plates, I put the link right down here and also in the description box. You can get all kinds of plates, University of Florida plates, Save the Whale plates. What other? There's so many plates. Fishing plates. The state of Florida has so many specialty plates. I did get a specialty plate, which I'm not going to reveal what that is until I actually get it, because I'm very excited about the specialty plate that I got. So I requested a specialty plate, which costs extra. In total, I believe it's about $33 total extra on top of the regular fees. When I got it, so I got a voucher for it. So as soon as that specialty plate comes in, because it wasn't available for purchase right then and there. Plates haven't been struck yet. So as soon as those plates are made available, they're going to be sending my plate to my local tax collector's office, and once I get notified that it's available, I can take my voucher and go get my specialty plate, which will replace my bog standard Florida plate that's now in my vehicle. Okay, so after you pay all the fees and everything and sign the paperwork and all that stuff, you get directed to go pick up, your Florida driver's license. Of course, they take your picture for your license before you sign all the paperwork. So they send you over there, you get your driver's license, and that's it. You pick that up, and then you are effectively done. In total, let me look this up. I have to look this up. It's not cheap. I will tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. The most expensive vehicle registration I've ever paid has been in the state of California. Florida comes second, but that's just for the first year. So let's see, my tags and titles is about $380. Driver's license is about $35. Miscellaneous fees about $65. So in total, I paid about $475 to get my driver's license and to get my specialty tag for one vehicle and to register one vehicle, including the transfer of title fee as well. So yes, that was how much it was for one vehicle. It's only going to be that expensive for 1 year, and then after that it drops immensely, like under $100. So it'll be back to some normal amount that I realize when it's time for me to renew. Okay, so the post-game debrief it comes to after your tax collector's appointment. So number one, secure your driver's license. Secure your driver's license. Make sure your driver's license is in the same place that you used to keep your old driver's license. Now, your old driver's license, they basically cut that sucker, at least mine did, they cut it up in the top to kind of cut your ties from the other state. So the same place that you're used to keeping your driver's license from your old state, put your new driver's license there right away. Same thing if you have an ID. Put it up right then and there so you don't forget about it and gets lost, because you do not want to have to go back to the DMV and deal all that. Once you get home, or even if you're in the parking lot, remove your old license plates. Now, in some states you have a license plate in the front and in the back. I know that's what some folks from New Jersey had to do. In California, I had plates in the front and the back, if I remember correctly. You need to remove those. Put your Florida license plate. I put mine in the back. The license plate in the front, I have nothing there, just like a lovely little vanity frame. So you want to leave the front empty. If you're used to having 2 tags, only put the tag in the back. If you have a tag remaining from your old state and a Florida license plate in the back, FHP or local law enforcement is going to pull you over. Now, you won't get in serious trouble from what I understand, but it's kind of going to be like, which state is your car registered in? Okay. You don't, lessen how much you have to interact with law enforcement. You know, they have better things to do than deal with you because you forgot to take your old plates off your car. Your registration is going to renew on your birth date, so keep an eye out for the notice to renew your vehicle's registration around that date. Again, if you ordered a specialty plate that is, at least for me, it's not available yet, you'll get notification in the mail that your plate is available and it's at your local tax collector's office, and you need to take your voucher and go pick it up. Please put your voucher in a safe place, because if something happens to it and it's destroyed, guess what? You gotta pay all over again for that sucker. You don't want to do that. Okay, so a couple of tips to close this video out. One, make sure you have PDFs and screenshots of documentation as backup in case something happens to some of the physical copies. The Wi-Fi can be spotty, and if you're on 5G, sometimes the 5G can drag a little bit. Of course, you need actual physical copies of your driver's license, social security card, birth certificate. I'm talking about things like photocopies of your registration, photocopies of proof of residency, those things where a physical legal copy is not required. I want to say, from the time that I set foot in the office until the time I left the tax collector's office, I spent maybe about an hour and 15 minutes or so. That's just because, again, there was little confusion about if I'd bought my car in the state of Florida or not. System lag where I'm trying to like pull up old emails, and an email that should have been delivered in like 10 seconds, it took like 2 minutes to show up, because there's a lot of people dragging on the Wi-Fi in there. Even the LTE, it's still, drag kind of slow. But either way, it's not the worst DMV experience I've had. The worst DMV experience I had has to be with the Culver City DMV in LA. That was a really bad experience. It goes without saying, but I'll say it here anyway. Pack your patience and be courteous to your assessor. Okay? They ask you questions, answer them as completely as possible. If you don't know, just say you don't know, and they'll help you out. But a little patience and understanding and courtesy goes a very, very, very long way. And my favorite, bring water and bring a snack. I always say that because you never know. You could have forgotten breakfast and showed up, and the next thing you know, you're just like, ugh, super hungry. So, bring your snack, bring water, and again, just pack your patience. Before you know it, you will have your Florida driver's license, your Florida license plate, your vehicle registered in the state of Florida, or the communication done with your lien holder, and you're good. And you're good. And your vehicle won't stick out like a sore thumb anymore with the out-of-state license plate and people think that you're a tourist. You'll be a Florida semi-native at that time. Okay, so I know this video was kind of long, but I do hope that it was helpful. I'm probably going to wind up amending it in the future with more information. So please let me know in the comments about your experience with the your experience with trying to register your vehicle and getting your driver's license and all that in the state of Florida. Were my tips helpful? Was your experience different from mine? Was your experience with the Florida Tax Collector's Office worse than in your home state? And those of you who just needed an ID, please do let me know in the comments how your experience was with getting a Florida ID. And of course, any questions that you have, please drop those in the comments as well. I'll try to answer them as best as I possibly can. All right, so with that said, thank you so very much for watching this video, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up because it helps get me in that algorithm and get me recommended so more people can check out this information, especially those of you who are moving to this amazing, wacky, and wonderful state. And of course, I would be privileged if you would subscribe to me. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell for when your girl has new videos just hot, fresh, and ready to give to you. So with that said, thank you so very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.